Oh, what's going on, Phoenicians? I didn't notice you guys there. I was just studying a little bit of Japanese. I have a class tomorrow morning. And I'm not using Rosetta Stone. I'm studying to pass the JLPT N2 coming in July. And I thought I'd make a little bit of a video to discuss something a little bit. And one of the videos I want you guys to really focus on, you can click up here and look at this, is Filthy Frank's Weeaboo's video from a couple years back. That video was absolutely perfect, and I'm going to talk about that today because recently I've been getting a lot of random comments in my YouTube comment section of people calling me a weeaboo because I am based here in Japan. First of all, I just want to say I'm not a weeaboo at all. I don't know where people are getting that from. I barely watch any anime. I don't even read manga anymore. I used to when I was younger, but not anymore. Most of the games I play are American games like GTA, right? And who the hell doesn't love Pokemon? If you don't like Pokemon, something's wrong with you, I swear to God. But for whatever reason, people are like, oh my God, Zach, you live in Japan. You must be some sort of weeaboo. Let me show you the YouTube comment section of one of the videos I got. One day, a few months ago, I really pissed off Killer Keemstar, and he unleashed his wave of 12-year-old Minecraft fans on one of my videos. Now I put the comment section of that video private, but as soon as I can find it here, I'll show it to you again. Okay, here I am, allowing comments and allowing ratings again, so you guys can see this from this video. This was Chizu Express Diesel Train at Osaka Station. Now a lot of you guys like my train videos, right? A lot of you guys asked to see of those, and I have plans to make a lot more of those because those are very popular videos. So, but look at the likes. 17, dislikes 37, comments 25. Let's go take a look at the comments, shall we? You are an 18-year-old furry who goes to furry conventions and gets fucked in the ass by 40-year-old men in giraffe costumes. You really are funny. Stop embarrassing yourself. I guess I have to give people credit for deleting their shitty comments before, yeah. Those comments must have been taken down by those users themselves. I don't know what happened. I had a bunch on here and I was planning on showing you them, but whatever. Who gives a shit, right? Basically, Filthy Frank explains the concept of being a weeaboo perfectly. A weeaboo is someone who completely ignores their own culture and completely misappropriates Japanese culture and says that it's pretty much Japan is whatever the hell is in anime, which is definitely not true. I mean, there's some similarities to anime, depending on which anime you watch, but if you think people are walking around carrying swords, doing jutsu, launching fire beams out of their arms, like literally upskirting panties and shit.
Oh, me so horny!
That's not Japan. If you think schoolgirls here are a bunch of horny bastards that try to get with anything that moves, that's not Japan. The series Love Live, I've never seen anything like that IRL in Japan. Basically, an American weeaboo would be a normal Japanese otaku. There's a difference between American weeaboos, or weeaboos in general, and otaku, right? American otaku. American otaku, unlike their Japanese counterparts, actually get laid. That is the most important point here. Because American otaku are a lot lower on the crazy scale than weeaboos and Japanese otaku. I'm not sure which one's worse, especially the Japanese otaku that spend all their waking hours on Nichan. Or Americans who spend all their waking hours on 4chan. Basically, the term weeaboo is so misused. I think it's one of the most misused phrases in today's comment sections. Besides the terms lit, plebe, whatever the fuck these two emojis are put together when someone's horny. I really don't know what the hell these are, but they're misused. Clearly. I know weeaboos in Japan, and usually weeaboos who come to Japan are usually the type of people who stay here for about a year and then realize Japan is not all fun and games, and then they get the hell out of the country. Newsflash, Japan's a really fucking messed up country. There's a lot of problems with this country, just like America, just like Europe. Europe's not a country, but you get my point, right? The blatant sexism in Japan is driving professional, internationally minded women out of the country like no other. And there is no girl like what you would see in anime. If they do exist, they're probably not the type of girl you want to be dating. And that's from my own experience. Trust me, I've been here for a long time. You don't want to date girls like the ones you see in anime. They will fuck you over, man. Another thing is this. Guys, listen. Girls, typically, I shouldn't say all girls, but typically, girls tend to like you more if you're interested in more in-depth knowledge of Japanese culture than fucking anime, especially the really otaku anime, right? Remember what I said about otaku in Japan pretty much being locked up in their parents' basement until they're like 50 and then their parents die and then they have to move out and then like get a job and then they end up like not doing anything with their lives? That actually exists a lot. That's called hikikomori. And okay, well now, not all hikikomori are otaku, it's still, and not all otaku are hikikomori, it's still a thing. And Japanese chicks, for the most part, and this is based on my own empirical knowledge, remember, I studied this shit in university, Japanese chicks do not find that attractive. Trust me. I used to be like that when I was 18 years old. I grew up fast. I'm 24. I learned how to get over that shit real fast. And I learned also how to get used to this shit real fast too. Oi, opcha! Maybe even plugged in. One other thing you should realize is that I don't watch much anime. If you come over here and dress up in your little Attack on Titan's jacket, people are gonna laugh at you. That shit right there is not Japanese fashion. I mean, there's some fashion that is derived from anime and manga, but you gotta realize Japanese fashion is a lot more intricate than that. If you want a little bit of a in-depth knowledge on that, I suggest Cathy Cat. I mean, Cathy Cat likes Japanese anime fashion, but it's not weeaboo stuff, right? There's a difference between liking lolly fashion and being a weeaboo. There's a difference. It's hard to explain. I'll let Cathy Cat explain that later. Basically, lolly fashion itself is an art form. It's not what you would expect to see in Japan at all. It's not what you should expect Japan to be when it comes to fashion, but it is something that is a culture in Japan and something that's respected. But if you're coming over here expecting all Japanese chicks to be dressed up in maid outfits, you're gonna be highly disappointed. And when you tell Japanese girls to wear a maid outfit because it's something that you think is sexy, they're gonna be a little bit held back on that. That's not from my experience, by the way. I shouldn't be. Here's the thing: when you tell people that you're an otaku or that you're really interested in anime, especially ladies, unless that girl is seriously into anime herself, a little bit red flaggish. And I'm gonna leave the perfect words of Filthy Frank right here.
As an outsider, you're literally praising one of the most xenophobic cultures that exists today. Irony!
That's exactly the point, because, listen, if you try to go after a schoolgirl, like what happens in anime on occasion, you will get arrested, and that's not something you want to do. Plus, most of the schoolgirls I know are pretty much absolutely fucking crazy anyway. I wouldn't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. My point is simple. Study Japan before you come to Japan. It's just very, very frustrating to see people who come over here and just act like they're from a fucking anime. Then they kind of ask me why, what the hell are these people hating me for? I don't get it. I really don't fucking get it. Because you're not doing it right. Japan is a lot more than just anime. That's what I learned quickly when I got to university, right? Japan is a very intricate country that requires a lot of in-depth research, and there's a lot of people who know a lot more about this country than I do. Not saying a lot, given the fact that I graduated from university here, and the fact that 2 of my 3 dissertations I wrote, good lord, I'm not an English teacher. 2 of the 3 dissertations I wrote for university have something to do with Japan, and the fact that I know a shitload of people who are much more intelligent on Japan than I do is saying something. But trust me when I say this. You guys really gotta break out of this anime bubble when you're looking at Japan. And for God's sake, people who live in Japan like myself, we're not weeaboos. Honestly, what the fuck? Makes no sense. Why would you call someone a weeaboo? Anyway, that's my rant. It was kind of rambly and ranty, but hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make another rant sooner or later about the Japanese fashion industry and how models here are... Not the models, but their managers are really fucking pissing me off. I cannot tell you how many times I really wish YouTube would fix its fucking copyright strike system because of fucking assholes abusing it. But that's all I'm going to say right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hit that like button. If you're a weeaboo, or if you're like a huge anime fan and you're offended by this, hit that like button. Because I will be very happy. Actually, I'm not going to be very happy at all if you hit that like button. Wink, wink. Everybody, say bye to Umbreon. I'm definitely not a weeaboo by holding up a little beanbag Pokemon thing. That's my favorite Pokemon. See y'all in the next video. Take it easy, Phoenicians. Woo! Back to studying. Where am I at? Kanji. Enshu, the circumference of a circle. Dyslexia.
When once was a lad of 22, I fell upon